So I have a very simple strategy in order to improve networking online. 1, make yourself known, and 2, go deep. For the next 2 videos, we're going to be breaking down both of these steps. The first thing you want to do is make yourself known. You don't need to make this something as though it's a grand spectacle, like, oh, look at me. Instead, it could be something very simple. You simply follow the other individual, and every now and then, when this person posts something of significance, you contribute. Let's say you're on Twitter. You could reply back to the tweet. You can quote retweet it to your audience. At this stage, this person is like, I understand who this individual is, and this individual is you. And the more that you keep doing this, the more that you are simply making yourself known to this other person. What we have to realize is that other human beings have a lot of data that's coming in to them. They're living in a complex system that we call society. They have their family life, they have their business life, they have their social media life. So to make yourself known, it's not going to just happen one time, unless hypothetically, let's say you quote retweet this individual and your tweet ends up going viral, and let's say the other person catches attention of that. We don't want to think like that though. We just want to have this approach where every now and then we're just making ourselves known, and eventually this person is going to understand who we are. Take a look at your face. Your face is hopefully recognizable, and if it's not, through repetition, it will become recognizable. So you've made yourself known. The next thing that we want to do is go deep. And go deep pretty much just means that we're trying to enhance this rapport. We can enhance this rapport through a multitude of ways. Let's say this individual that you are trying to network with has a public speaking brand. Every now and then, you can send over articles from famous people who talk about the importance of public speaking in their life. And you can send it to this other person to just be like, hey bud, I just thought that this would be of some useful value to you. Other times, you'll see on your social media, there's a certain person who's like, does anyone know about any public speaking accounts? You could recommend your new connection. The more that you're doing this, the more that you can eventually work up to a Skype call or some sort of phone conversation. Now, mind you, take this with a grain of salt. You really have to understand the person that you are networking with. Certain people charge a lot of money to be spoken to because they're a consultant. But other times, people just want to talk. They're like, I'm cooped up in my house since I've been working from home. It'll be pretty nice to speak to this fellow who's been giving me so much value. And from there, you can go deep. So thus far, you have made yourself known, and you are gradually going deeper, turning this potential stranger into a potential acquaintance, into a potential friend.